love you like both sides. I see when you're from me to the left. Where do I go? There's no I lay my head. Lord, I need you. How do I breathe? How do I breathe? When I love you like both sides. When I see blow it up a shoe.
including me.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, we don't have anything to argue on that point then. What do you want to talk about next?
First, there's not what? But it was like a big square shoot. And you did it in a bubble. I said, no, that's not it.
Yeah. What if a platypus bit you right on the nutsack? What if?
No, but you can imagine a huge.
I'm imagining a platypus biting your huge scrotum right now.
I'm not. That's not possible.
No, it's possible. Platypuses have the ability to bite. Oh, you have no balls? Chat, it has no balls. Ah! Oh, that's funny. Get wrecked, no balls.
You can have proof either way, so it's not flat, it's not round. I don't know what it is. Google shows me it's like a kilo.
Sorry, my mom said that I can't hang out with people that don't have balls. So later. Exciting news, I will be at the Big Con in Nashville this November. If you're in the area, click the link in the description to get your tickets.
The fuck was that?
Everybody's jumping here. You are back with another video, man. I just kind of want to talk a little bit about some of the points that were made in these latest video, as well as some of the comments that were left down below. I was actually very proud, though. Very proud of the MyTeam community, because it seemed like right when the video dropped, there was a lot of positive comments, a lot of people, saying that some things were wrong, and the thought of the game is more rewarding than it ever has been. Because, like it or not, NBA 2K26, MyTeam, as far as for offline specific grinding, is the most rewarding it ever has been. It really has. Or it really is. So, anyway, let's just get into some of the takes that were present in this video. So, the first thing is there was complaints about Amethyst being okay. Now, I also made a comment on this video saying that 50 KMT an hour is easy if you know what you're doing. It worked in the option house as well as playing breakout with my breakout method that I've posted a couple times. 50 KMT an hour is easy. Even, up to 100 KMT. Like, I've got 21 cards in my options right now. I've been doing some things in the option house. I've been playing for a little over an hour. I started at 40 KMT. I'm going to have close to 140 KMT with just barely over an hour of playing. So I found it kind of funny that, and I was actually trying to be generous. I actually think if you really know what you're doing, it is very easy to make 100 KMT crowd, let alone 50K. So I thought it being generous with 50K. A lot of people tell me that I'm an idiot because it's not easy to make 50K. Well, let me hold off on the emphasis for a minute. If you are playing domination, like most content creators recommend, no, you're not going to make 50K. You're going to make about 3,000 MT per game, and each game is going to take close to half an hour. So now, I don't know why every content creator always recommends playing domination to start off with, or domination is the most rewarding game mode. Not even close. And everyone's talking about, getting bored with this game and everything. Yeah, I get pretty bored. I get bored pretty quick, too, if I was grinding in a domination. But anyway, yeah, let's get back to the old, the Wild Gem. So that's just, I needed to state that point first, because if you're having trouble getting 30 to 40 a day, you're doing something wrong. I just hate to say it. I really hate to say it, but that is the case. I mean, I'll have a video that I drop after this, how to make 50 KMT an hour easily, or I'll probably even title it how to make 100 KMT an hour easily, because I believe that you can make 100 KMT an hour on this game if you're doing the right things, but people are not doing the right things, so that's why they're not making any MT. You can't get any cards anymore. I mean, this is one that we went over a million times. It has to do with people not understanding the market. Yeah, I mean, there's over 4,000 cards in the game. So if you're having trouble getting cards, I mean, and there's no cards on the market, whatever, let's go and look at the auction house really quick. Like, keep in mind, our time right here, okay, these wild gems packs just dropped like 16 minutes ago. So none of these cards that we're about to see ending were pulled out of the wild gem packs. These are all just random cards, and in theory, the auction house should be dead right now because there hasn't been a pack drop since Friday. No one's probably really opened packs yesterday, which was Monday, and none of these cards will be here to be wild gems packs. So let's see how many cards we have ending. Oh, look. There's like multiple cards ending every second. Yeah, I don't really think that there's a lack of cards. I think that there's a lack of specific cards. So people that say that the auction house is dead, man, like it's just every single complaint that I'm seeing is lack of understanding. And it's the same with TVG as well. Some more of these things that we go over, it's just because he doesn't even play the games. Emerald One, he doesn't understand the market this year. He doesn't understand that the game is more rewarding than it's ever has been. I don't even think he's played Breakout from some of the things that he has mentioned. So, yeah, let's move on to the next point here. Okay, more complaints about challenges. For some reason, this dynamic duo Vivian Monroe challenge is getting blazed up. Both of these cards. I mean, I don't know if anyone would have any use for these cards at all. So I don't know why that's getting blazed up. I don't know why people have a problem with these Hawk Dash challenges. On a Hawk Dash, unless you get really lucky out of the 310 pack boxes, overall going to be better, especially if you have pink diamonds and you can have these Hawk Dash too, it adds value to them. So Hawk Dash is a lot of people that really grind this game, it's going to be way more rewarding. They number has this, I do understand that. But these Hawk Dashes are better rewards for a player like me than attempts. Because the chance of you pulling anything out of 10 boxes on like the only person that said would be pink diamonds. So yeah, and then he continued to talk about this chance. He doesn't even know what this card does. Well, maybe if you play the game, you would know what this does. This actually gives you an extra reward breakout. It's actually really, really good. Let's see, I only one chance to wait for you. Let's ask you that, and we'll get this game. Well, maybe if you play the game, you would know what this does. This actually gives you an extra reward breakout. It's actually really, really good. Let's see, I'm only one chance away from you. I'll just ask, I'll get that done, and we'll get this game more. I'll get an extra prize on my breakout. So maybe W there. Yeah, these balls are kind of just whatever, but I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. So yeah, I hate this. The challenges, man. The challenges. Are they biting a little bit? Yes. So I hope they get better in season 3? Yes. But they're getting off on with our set.
Huh? What? Huh? When? All right, I gotta go eat then. Why are you always in the towel? Freak? Without you here by my side, where do I go? When your love brought me to the light. How do I breathe? How do I breathe? Without you here by my side, how will I see when your love brought me to the light? Where do I go? How do I breathe? How do I breathe without you here by my side? How do I when your love brought me to the light? Where do I go when your heart's where I lay my head? And you're not with me. How do I breathe? How do I breathe?
Let's hear it. Yeah, again, nobody's opening up packs. We just looked at how many cards are on the market when packs aren't even really being opened. I mean, yeah, so that just kind of is rebuttal from that point right here. Okay. So this is a topic that continues to be talked about. Why are cards getting more expensive? No, it is not because less people are playing. Sure, this card might have more players, or less players, excuse me, than week one. But you want to know why an Amethyst Deanna Nolan is like, okay, so she's only like 10K actually. So really not really that much MT at all. But you want to know why this card is maybe, you know,
We're trying to steal my lanes
than Kate Martin was week one. First of all, it's because there was a billion free packs in week 1 and 2. There's a billion arrival and game on packs everywhere. And you know what people are doing with these lower tier cards in these sets is locking them in. Because everyone and their brother has hundreds of thousands, if not millions of MT. So at that point, why would you not lock this in? And if you're only missing a couple of these cards, it's going to drive up the value because there's no free packs. No one's getting any packs for free. So it's just lack of understanding of the market. No, it's not because nobody is opening up packs. No, it's not because there's nobody on this game. It's because people are looking to lock in these sets and there are no free packs. So everyone was getting Kate Martin for free week 1. So yes, it was like 4 or 5K. Now, nobody is getting Kate Martin for 8 or 9K. I mean, big deal. I don't, it's lack of understanding of the market. I actually do understand, and that's what it is. It's lack of understanding of the market. Okay. Oh, and another point added on to that. You want to know why there's less cards than there was week 1 in these promos? Again, it's not because of less people playing the game. It's not because of less people ripping packs. It's not because the game is dead. It's because there is literally thousands more pullable cards in these packs than there was week 1. There wasn't no Wild Gems X Game On packs. It was just Game On packs exclusively. Now, everyone that's opening up packs is opening up the October X Wild Gems. So there's like literally 200 more amethysts that you can pull besides the animal. So yeah, that's another thing that needs to be taken into account with that. He also said MyTeam is done till they stop with hidden gems. Okay, this is where I want to get into another point that I think is just kind of. First of all, I don't understand that statement because I think that the hidden gems concept is pretty fun.
Damn, this bitch is on dick.
The items that we're going to get in the future, as well as the ovals, as well as the dark matters, etc., etc. But the thing that I don't understand is, okay, the amethysts are getting complained about, right? People are complaining about, oh, there's no good amethysts left. There's no good, you know, whatever cards and whatever tier. There's none left. The promos are going to continue.
How the fuck is he still on my dick?
You know what this means, and you know what we have already experienced in my team this year? Cards have more longevity than ever. Do you remember the days where we would get a card from a promo and then their value would be cut in half the next week because it would be a better card? That was how it used to be almost every single week. And now cards are worth the same amount throughout the entire season. It's way better that way, in my opinion.
because then, you're not losing out on all this MT if you choose to add a card to your squad. And with there not being as many good Amethysts, if you have like an Amethyst Shane Battier, or if you have like an Amethyst from one of these earlier promos, they're going to retain their value a lot better than they would have in years prior. Which in theory, to me, that is a good thing. I mean, I don't understand why that's a bad thing, that promos are getting worse. Or promos are, and really the promos have been pretty balanced this year. The only overpowered card that I've seen is that Pink Diamond Giannis. He's the only, and I guess Anthony Davis. Now, those two cards are pretty good too. That was a pretty good job. Pink Diamond Giannis is pretty overpowered, but other than that, it's been pretty balanced. Everyone in the past has complained about, oh, the pacing is so bad. This drop, all these cards are so OP. None of these other cards from previous drops are usable anymore. Now we're seeing a case where it's balanced. The pacing is good, and now people are complaining because I don't understand, man. I don't understand, and it's from burnout. It's from lack of understanding. It's from just wanting to hate on the game because you're burnt out. And I was actually thinking to myself this morning too. 2K22, my team, was a very universally liked my team. I didn't really like 2K22, my team, very much. And I kind of always told myself it was because the gameplay wasn't as cheesy and other reasons. But you know what I actually think after thinking back on it? I think that it was burnout. Because I played 75% of 2K20, and I played the entire year in 2K21. And after I was halfway through 2K22, I switched over to different games. And I don't think it was because 2K22 was a bad mode. I think it was because I was burnt out. So that just goes into the whole point of a lot of these complaints are coming from burnout. Because people are saying that this is the worst MyTeam ever. Saying that this MyTeam is worse than last year or worse than 2K24 is absolute blasphemy. 2K24 with the player market was by far the best that we've ever seen. I mean, without the auction house, the game is just so stale.
The fuck is Siakam doing up here? That shit is fucking stupid.
I mean, it really is. And then last year in 2K25 in Season 1, I don't think that we saw any Pink Diamond game mode rewards. I don't think we saw as many good rewards in the game modes themselves. I think objectively, yes, we saw Tuesday packs, but all the cards in Tuesday pack Season 1 last year were garbage. So man, no money spent players can't afford anybody. 50K, 100K MT an hour, easy, man. And if you can't play an hour, well, they don't deserve to get you good cards, I'm sorry. Nobody's playing this game. We just saw that without, there even being a pack drop, or any packs probably even being opened at all. I mean, we're early in the morning, too. These packs were all posted at like 4 a.m. And there's cards ending, multiple cards ending every second. Yeah. I think we need to kind of rethink our statements of nobody's playing this game. As well as if you go into park and stuff, all the games are full, And if they're not, it's because, one of them just got opened up whenever they go to a different park, and then that one will be full. So, no, this game isn't dead. No, there's not nobody playing this game. I think there's people that actually wish that nobody was playing this game, which is weird. Like, why would you not want more people playing this game? Why would you actively drive people off of this game, especially as a content creator? Doesn't make any sense. Then he goes on to talk about a Ruby Hidden Gem pack, like, oh, I'd rather get Ruby Hidden Gems than Ruby Wild Gems, whatever the case may be, and he says that Ruby Hidden Gems are hard to get. You can get a Ruby Hidden, it's an equal chance. It's an equal chance Ruby Hidden Gem or Gem of the Game pack in the corner of pretty much every single breakout board. And yes, it is equal chance, so you are going to get a Hidden Gem most of the time. I don't have any of these because I have no desire for these cards. I'd rather get, the MT or the badges, whatever. Then he goes on to talk about a Ruby Hidden Gem pack, like, oh, I'd rather get Ruby Hidden Gems than Ruby Wild Gems, whatever the case may be, and he says that Ruby Hidden Gems are hard to get. You can get a Ruby Hidden, it's an equal chance. It's an equal chance Ruby Hidden Gem or Gem of the Game pack in the corner of pretty much every single breakout board. And yes, it is equal chance, so you are going to get a Hidden Gem most of the time. I don't have many of these because I have no desire for these cards. I'd rather get, the MT or the badges, whatever the case may be. If I wanted all these Ruby Hidden Gems, I could have them easily. I mean, it's really not, you can get a Ruby Hidden Gem, you get a 50% chance of getting a Ruby Hidden Gem every breakout board piece around. Whether it's triple barrel, question, it doesn't matter what game it is. So saying that Ruby Hidden Gems are like hard to get involved, no. Comparing past promo, okay. So I thought this was kind of funny. He went to compare promos from like 2K23, 2K20, and was looking at it and like gassing them up, and then looking at these promos and saying that they're horrible. And I was looking on paper on some of them and seeing like, okay, the diamond tier on this drop is actually better. Like Donovan Mitchell's a really, really good card, so is Jason Richardson. And Daryl Dawkins is, I think, a little bit slept on. I actually did use Daryl Dawkins. I had him for a minute there. And then looking at, promo with some diamonds like from 2K23, there was saying, yes, there was a diamond Kawhi. That was better than any of these cards, but the rest of the diamonds were horrible. And just absolutely blazing drops from past 2Ks. And also, you could come back, if you think that those drops are better, you could also come back to the point where pacing is better this year. So it's just, and he's just spitting things that he thinks he's spitting facts, but they're not facts. He's looking at these past promos from past 2Ks, saying that every tier is way better and all the cards are way more affordable, whatever, this and that. And he's sitting there saying these things, and they're just not true. Like, sure, cards were cheaper, but do we not understand how easy it is to get MT this year? It is ridiculously easy to get MT this year. It's absolutely insane. And people don't hire you because every content creator says, go and play Domination. No, you're going to get like 10K MT an hour if you play Domination. It's not worth it. And there's way more better cards than Pascal Siakam that are available at this point. So people keep continuing to use the excuse of, oh, well, the game was the way it was in 2K20, 2K21 because of the pandemic. And the pandemic ruined my team. I just don't understand that either, man. Because sure, more people were playing. Sure, you had more time to grind, whatever. But it kind of goes back to the whole point of you don't need to grind out every card in the game, man. You really don't. You can grind out one of the pink diamonds and be all right. That's what I've done. I still have a pretty good team. And I didn't get a good hidden gem. I got a pink diamond hidden gem that didn't even make my team, and I'm still all right. Without Sigma, without putting runs. So I just don't understand the whole saying either the pandemic ruined my team, or saying that, oh, these type of grinds and these type of drops were all right because it was the pandemic. I don't even know what to say to that because I just don't understand it at all. He also went on to say 80% of the MT in circulation is empty sites, which I don't think I've ever heard a statement more false. And again, they are tracking down on empty sites, okay? Yes, there are still ways that people can buy MT, but it's so difficult and so time consuming and so just hard to do to sell all these multiple cards and make it look like you're not buying them, that there are way less MT sites actually selling MT at this point, and there's way less people buying MT. So no, Pink Diamond to White Howard is not 1.6 million MT because 80% of the MT in circulation is from MT sites. It's because MT is 5 to 10 times as easier to get. 5 to 10 times easier to get. That's why. I mean, he's sitting there saying that people can't get cards, nobody's spending whatever, no amethysts are 40K, and oh, I can't even get a card for 250K. He's Emerald 1 and hasn't even played the game. He's got 250K MT without even trying. If he went and played the game a little bit, he'd have over a million MT. He could buy some. Like, dude, it's just lack of understanding. I feel like a broken record with that statement, but it's just facts, man. And this is just a point that I kind of want to drop for. This wasn't even mentioned in the video or mentioned in the comments at all. But this is just a kind of point that I.
What? You talking to me?
I want to drop for my own sanity and an argument for myself. So there's the whole argument of packs that are open with MT are still gambling, right? Like that's something that I think a lot of people agree on. Some people don't, including myself. I don't think that it is gambling. If you're grinding the game opening packs, it could be considered gambling if you're opening those 51 pack boxes with $100. Sure, I get that argument. But opening up packs with MT, I don't believe is gambling because you're putting time into the game and then you're spending MT to get cards in game. So here is my argument. What is the difference between that and sitting on like a Pink Diamond 100K filter? So I grind 12 hours to get, I don't know, let's just be generous and say 500K in 12 hours. Or I sit on a Pink Diamond filter, Pink Diamond 100K max bid, or max buyout, excuse me, for 12 hours. And I don't see anything pop up, or I'm trying to see something pop up. And then if something does pop up, I get a huge rush. Like, okay, this is amazing. Like I get this huge rush. It kind of a similar feeling to if you pull the Pink Diamond, right? What's the difference? You're spending 12 hours to get MT to spend on packs, you get a huge rush to pull Pink Diamond. You're spending 12 hours on a snipe filter for Pink Diamond. You see one pop up, you get a snipe, you get a huge rush. What is the difference? How is this not gambling, but then opening up packs with MT is? There's no difference in mine. You get a rush if you hit. And it's the same thing with my bid sniping methods. If I hit on a wave of goals, if I get like a wave of like 20, 25 goals for 500 MT, and I see all of them ending, and I keep seeing them pop up from getting MT back, whatever, I get a rush from that too. You play a game with a sweat, you win by 2 points in triple threat. You get a rush from that too. That's a little bit more far-fetched, but with the sniping comparison, I don't see a difference. And sniping always gets blazed as this amazing no money spent thing, and like there's nothing wrong with that. It's not, obviously no one would ever equate with gambling and like that's great to do, but opening up packs is horrible, and it's a gateway to gambling, and yeah. That was a little rant that I had to go on for my own sake, because I don't see the difference.
Huh?
So let's move on to some of the comments, man. The gameplay is very far from decent. Everyone's just chucking leaders all game. Shooting in general is too. Please don't keep commenting things like this. If you keep commenting things like this, they're going to have shooting again, and the shooting's going to be like it was last year. We're already heading in that direction. So please stop with that. The greed finally caught up with them. You have like 100 active players. We just looked at the auction house and saw that there's multiple cards ending every second. That's not possible if there's only 100 current players, and that's only with people opening up packs. People that open up packs in comparison to people that are actually on the game, I'm going to say maybe like 20 or 25% of them open up packs with either DC or MT. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Yeah, I mean, I agree. 2K20 through 2K22 and 2K19, I think as well. But I think a lot of people started in 2K20, including myself, because of COVID. I didn't really start because of COVID. I started because I wanted to get back into the basketball game again. But yes, I think 2K20 through 2K22 are objectively the best. I do recognize that. But people saying that 26 is worse than 24 or 25 is it's blasphemy, like I said earlier. I missed the game I used to love, 2K20 with Ruby Moments cards. That's another thing. Some of these Sapphires and Rubies from past years are getting gassed up like they were some of the best cards in the game. Like that Ruby, some of the Ruby Moments cards in 2K20, well, most of them actually, as well as a lot of like the lower tier cards from 2K22 and stuff, were absolutely horrible. Yes, they were like anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 MT, but they were useless. I mean, I know that there was a select few that were good, but some of these cards that are getting glazed up were so bad, man. So I don't. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. And where I think, of course, with every tier right now, with how MyTeam is, there's way more usable cards in every tier than there ever has been at this point in the year. So they keep doing it in like this 99% will quit for the year's over. Not so sure about that. Everyone's saying that they quit, and a lot of people, why a lot of these people are quitting is because of everybody else's opinion about the game, which is sad to see. Sad to see, creators kind of feeling the game mode by themselves and saying that 2K's feeling the game mode when they're kind of feeling the game mode just as much. It just requires so much time to get these cards. But for someone with no job, game is rewarding. And then I commented and said, for what cards? It takes like an hour to get 50K MT. And I got a like on that comment, but I got some comments back saying, no, it's not, like you're an idiot, whatever. Oh, another person just commented, the auction house is dead, you bum. Well, I don't know. I think there was a lot of points when the auction house was very, very live in earlier 2Ks when there wasn't multiple cards ending every single second. The auction house is not dead. If you hear anybody say that, just ignore it. Because bid sniping, traditional sniping, as well as the amount of cards on the auction house in general are all very much alive. Yes, like I said, again, like a broken record, there's going to be less of every specific card in the auction. But it's because there's thousands of cards. The game is so boring and I get sleepy. I have to play another game. Well, maybe quit grinding salary cap off of mine and domination and play some breakout or support. That would be my recommendation. Everyone's talking about how they need to do things that Madden do. But then I go over and look at comments on Madden videos and they wish that Madden was like 2K. I'm not even kidding. Like people that are YouTube.
You should post a 500 MT snipe. Yo, you should post a 500 MT snipe. Brennan. What are you talking about, Brennan? Brennan, what are you talking about, man? I don't have any idea what that means. Why should I do that? Brandon, are you still in here? I don't have any cards to put up for a snipe that you would even want. All my cards are non-auctionable. What is even the best card I have that's auctionable? That is crazy. All my cards are non-auctionable. I wonder how much more MT I would have if 2K didn't have this bullshit ass non-auctionable card shit. That is, I locked in this. My Nas Reed, that's the best card I have. Damn, he's worth 15K? I swear I did not buy him for that much. Look at this Jason Kidd. They got him with hair on here, but got a bald ass, old ass player model. No one wants to see that old ass Knicks player model. Why they got him dirty blonde? His ass is fucking bleach blonde or whatever that shit is called. But his player model, they got his shit looking all dark. Sabua. Why they got me wearing this shit? Oh damn, you can pull up the menu if you're fast with it right there. I thought you. I know this pussy. Oh, Larry Nance is in an auction with who's it right now? Larry Nance. You telling me Diamond Chris Paul's not a buyout anymore? What the fuck? I have him? Nah. Bitch. I'm gonna be a sheriff. Flip flops. Ooh, yeah. Fucking Batista. Yes, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming. Xiao Ming, Xiao Ming, Xiao Ming, Xiao Ming.